Hello guys, and welcome to some FTL. That's right, we're going away from Minecraft world since I haven't been able to find a map that I like and I'm comfortable showing you guys. So since Advanced Edition came out not that long ago, a couple of days, got some free time, thought I'd give it a go, give it a show, see what it's like. Played some of this before. So I'm getting into this Lannis cruiser. I quite like it. Just your name, nice little Easter egg. You delete the name, nameless one. It's old, but it's cool. So don't need to read that. We are going to devoid most of these rooms of oxygen. This is an achievement I'm trying to get. These guys, they don't need oxygen. They're like made out of metal or something. They're quite cool. Obviously this one, this room, that's the clone bay. Any of these guys die, this resurrects them, and this is the hacking room. So this ship, automatically you get 2 of the new rooms, main systems. There's one more, mind control, we might get that, and then of course there's a subsystem that we haven't got, which is the battery backup, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, we got Ken, we got Vincent and Matt. Gonna save their current crew positions so we can return them to those rooms whenever we want. Let's go explore the galaxy. Oh, first jump. People being bastards trying to make me pay a toll. Well, we're not going to do that. I'm already much of it, but we can go. I should have spent some scrap upgrading a system, but it's fine. We'll hack their shields, drain their shields, and my weapon can get to work on their weapons. Now this, if you're confused, this is a chain laser. One of the new weapons. One of the new class weapons are chain weapons. Over time, they improve. So for instance, this one, every shot the charge gets quicker. So if every time it's fired, the charge will get quicker and quicker. You see, it's plus 3 seconds to charge. So that's like really quick. So just hack their shields, target their engines, stop their FTL drive from charging. Right, so I need to increase my reactor, and we'll increase sensors so we can see into the enemy crafts. Something else which is quite cool, you can now man these, so you'd get the next level. So you know, you get level 2 if you've got level 1, and it's being manned. This of course for the doors. Yeah, for both of course it'll unlock their level 4, which for doors is super blast doors, and for the sensors allows you to see enemy power usage, because level 3, I think if I'm getting this right, just shows you weapon charge now, since they changed that. Ooh, a distress beacon. It's gonna be a trap. It's always a trap. Stress signal coming from a small space station orbiting the planet. The system. Oh, this one's easy. We'll just disable their weapons. We'll just disable the weapons. Not great. If we had an energy crew member, we could have repaired it and probably got more money. But anyway, another distress beacon. Quarantine. Do we risk it? There is a chance we would lose a crew member. But we have got a cloning bay, but if we're going to go for it. Your crew tries to keep the crowns in line, but the scene quickly turns ugly. Half crazed with fear, the infected grab mining tools and push back at your crew, forcing them to retreat hastily. They barely get away without injury, but the same can't be said for the colonies leave quickly. Oh, so we couldn't help, but we tried. Nothing on that one. A refugee ship. We'll hail this refugee. Oh no! Right. So now we got this ion stunner, which stuns people in the room for a little while. We can be a bit better. We'll target their shields. We don't really. We would have done, but they took out our hacking. I think we can take this out. This isn't too bad. That's only the first sector. Hacking's not really vital. They say as the attacking drone fired over. Some more scrap, lovely. Can increase that one. We need one more power bar and we can get more shields. As you might have seen, you can now see where the beacons, where you can jump from the beacons, which is a cool little feature. Lots of cool features in this game now. What at first seems to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris. Debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who combats without closer investigation. See, we got the improved sensors, so we can use a scan to scan the wreckage. We get nice little stuff, not really enough to give us anything, but there we go. Oh, it's a rebel ship and they're fighting. So we'll take out main weapons on weapons, alliance center on the shields, and we will hack their drone system. We need to get some repair going on in here, guys. Fix up this drone room. Not really much used to this now, but didn't get to use it. Ah, excellent. Better generator. We now have level 2 shields. Very useful. Ah, in the sun. Now normally, solar flares setting our systems on fire, our rooms on fire would be bad, but the fact is that we don't have any oxygen. It's not going to affect us at all. I mean, it will knock the systems out, but the fire won't spread. It'll just starve, and we can get guys in there to repair it pretty much instantly. Now I just need to sit and wait for this solar flare to happen, so we can jump. Automated rebel scout. We don't really need to worry about this one too much. take this fight easy. And get some stuff for saving that. And we could do it on shield barriers, but that's to upgrade to the next level is gonna take us 100 scrap. We could upgrade the engines a bit, increasing our FTL drive charge in case we get into trouble. So wax on that. We can't power them yet. We should later. Could later. We're going to jump to this exit beacon. We could have gone to the other ones, but this one would get overcome by rebels and we wouldn't be able to jump. Let's get these guys. Now while it would be useful to hack the drones, we don't want their FTL to charge. We need to stop their FTL from charging. So we need to do maximum damage to it. Get these guys to fix these issues. There we go. And we get a boarding drone schematic. Now, since you don't have drone control, we'd either have to find a store that sells a drone control system, or more likely what I'll do is I'll just sell it, get the lovely scrap, and use something to buy something else. Right, so we've got a civilian sector or an abandoned sector. Now the abandoned sector is going to have the Lannis in it, so the guys I'm playing. It's going to have those, and since we're on a ship with the crew members, it could be quite useful to go there. And also, as you can see, we've got a lot of these red systems, a lot of these hostile systems down this path. Could be quite tricky. If we go this way, well, we only have one other hostile system. A lot of these others are going to be civilian ones, and that might be nice. So we're going to take this abandoned sector. We're going to sit here. Let Vincent fix shield systems up. We're going to give ourselves another power bar. Whack that into engines, increase our evade level, and wait for shields to come fully back online, which they are now. So you see, another Lannis one, so I won't cry about this process. We'll help, but we don't have enough scrap, so we can't do that. But you'd basically, you would get a weapon or an augment or something else for a little bit of scrap. So it's really cool. We've got a distress signal here. Any better forward? So you know, even though I am playing as Lannis, as you would, this is a hostile sector, they're not happy. So we're going to have to take these guys out. So it'll be my standard fighting procedure. And what we might find out, if we go into the Zoltan system, is drones, as well as mind control, can't go through their super shields. So we still need to take the super shields down with our weapon. So using these as a main tactic, though it's good if you come across a super shielded ship, you're just going to have a hard time. Now, though those ships aren't particularly tough, we've got to do it. Ooh. They want to surrender with an automated reloader. And this will drop the reload times of our weapons by, I think, 5 or 10%. Now that's not big, but with a chain laser, that's going to make that very quick firing. Also, you know, a bit of scrap and stuff. So we're going to take that. We're going to take that surrender. That is a very useful surrender. So you can see, yeah, it's 10% between cooldown. So that'd be very good. And here we have a store. We kind of need it because our hull has dropped. It's not very massively low yet, but could be useful. Also, what you might notice here is that now most shops, well, they've got the first page. They've also got the second page. So they sell pretty much everything now. Let's see, they've got mind control for 75, drone control for 75, cloaking. We've got all these drones that we can't use and these weapons that we could sell stuff to use, but we'd have to be selling stuff, and I really just want to add weapons rather than taking them away at this stage. So what we'll do, we'll fix up. We'll restock our drones and fuel, and we've now pretty much got no scrap left, and we're going to go to this store and find out that it has some really cool cheap stuff. Not really. I mean, the repair arm, that could have been interesting, but there's Notch, apparently a rock man, so could have had him on our crew, but no. And the exit is there. We could go, but we could probably make it up to the top and then come right back to the exit. Get as much scrap as we can, though of course there won't be any scrap up here. Oh yes, so as you can see, we're in danger, so we've got people intruding. Now what we're going to do, now this isn't a good tactic normally, but we like going away. So I'm just going to open up in my entire ship to space. We're going to lose one of my crew members, yeah. But he'll come back. They're going to die of oxygen. Lack of oxygen. We can close up the pilot room. We can get that done and send them here. Now, of course, we can't heal these guys. We can't heal them. They can't just go to that room and heal. But in every jump, they get a nice little health boost. You might have noticed it happening. Well, you know, you can see here, this guy is not in a good way. He needs some health. And we can't give him that health. But we'll jump back here, and as you see, nice little health boost. He's not in danger anymore. He's not going to die from a light breeze or tripping over some exposed wiring. He's fine. Got some slavers. Now these are always cool. Now of course, I could just buy some, I could just ignore them, but you can attack them. And about 90% of the time you'll find that you attack these guys and you get a nice free slave, I mean crew member. Not going to be a slave. Oh. They've sent an intruder drone aboard, and since there's not much we can do about it, we'll hack and destroy him. One of the great things about the hacking drone, especially on ships that use teleporters to get intruders over, you hack the teleporter, you press the little button, bam, all those intruders are now gone, because it removes them. It just sends them back. See, they're sending these over about as quickly as I can hack their system, which is great, so we're not going to suffer much damage, apart from the fact he didn't get destroyed this time. And he's taking down the door systems, and that's something we do need to get repaired, just in case. And he's taking out our sensor systems as well. We'll take this guy. Oh yes. 3 metal man. Well, that's brilliant since they don't use oxygen. What we do need to do is try and find this drone, unless he's actually destroyed. So we'll see. We'll fix sensors up. We'll see if he's on board. He's not on board. He must have got taken out. So this guy, Drangler, he's going to become our engine man. I'm going to put him in the engine room and he can sit there. Since I'm trying to keep oxygen below 20% for this achievement, if I can get these main systems, these big rooms, powered, manned by these guys who don't need oxygen, that means if we get any more crew members, we can put them in these systems, have them sitting like there or there or there, somewhere else, small rooms, will have less oxygen. It'll be brilliant. So let's go to the next system. The Zoltan Homeworld. Brilliant. We'll go here, we'll see what's what. Instantly, there is a store down there. We don't have anything to sell. Though we could probably use a bit of repairing. We wouldn't get much else. We could jump. No one else there can reach that store. We might come across another one. We probably will. There's usually a couple. There are intruders on board. We're having our sensors jammed. But since we've got a hacking system, I can counter the remote hacking. So we can get stuff on board again. There's nothing in there. There's just these guys intruding. Make sure those positions are saved. So we'll get cloning. It's not a quick process, not the quickest of processes, but it works. So we got 2 guys waiting to be cloned. So we got 1. We'll get these guys back to where they belong to. Come on, Vincent. The only downside with cloning, as you'll see, they lose some skill. They lose some of their skill. I mean, it's not a bad price to pay for the fact that we won't permanently lose those guys in that sort of a situation. See, there's another stop here. We still don't have any scrap. But on our way to the exit, if we go this way, if the rebels haven't got there by then, we can go and get repaired and everything. Right, so we've got Rishi. See, I've just paused. It makes planning a whole lot easier. So we'll hack that. They've sent intruders on board. But it's fine. They'll die first before any of my guys die. Fighting in rooms without oxygen, very useful. So yeah, keep going. Whittle this ship down. And there we go. Boom. Some nice stuff. Got some nice stuff for being helpful. So we can pop this store now. So see what we end up with. So we go to sell this defense drone. 87. So this is a charge later. So apart from chain, you get charge ones. You can leave these and they charge. And you know, they'll have more firepower. Because it's brilliant. So you can have laser. You can get them to fire instantaneously, which is good. You can also get these with rocket launchers, and they're pretty cool. So we'll just fix up. We could. So choices. We can get mind control bay. Could be very useful to get, If we get intruders on board, we can mind control those. We can mind control people on enemy ships to help destroy systems. But then again, if we have this, we can just do more damage. Might be able to find another mind control system. I'm not too fussed about them this time, this playthrough. So you know what? We're going to get this charge laser. Yes, it does require us 3 power. This will be fun to try and power. But we get one more power slot there. We can turn this off, use that. We'll see. So, more exploring. Small rebel ship. Just hacking my sensors. That's no problem. We'll hack their hacking system. Now, even though the ship's unmanned, what you can see here, there's that door is purple compared to these ones. That means this door is locked. There is no way for people to get in here. They would have to break those doors down, and they're not easy to be broken down when they're at land state. As you can see here, I can show you with this one. Can't get it. They're having to break down that door just to try and get into that place. You see, it's not easy. And there's no point in doing this. We can just destroy the ship. I'll try and hack again, but that ship's destroyed. That's our ship. Increase the weapons. Now, so what we'll do that. We don't have the engine. We'll take away the power bar from the engines, and we can get that set. We'll keep that up. Keep that getting charged. A nice drain there. Can't really use it, but we'll keep this charged. So this will keep charging in the fire. Charging the battle, and then we can use it, and then we can switch to this. If the battle seems to be going bad, we can just switch straight away, use that, put some on the engines. It's fine. So we've got here, we've got a Zoltan ship. And what they've done, they've whacked some mind control. Not because since we got one of those little ships, there's not much we can do. This weapon, this is a flak, that's what you kind of saw there. Kind of looks like an asteroid debris or something like that. But don't be fooled. I think we're going to have to switch to chain laser for this. Sultans are a tough ship. They've had their energy shields up. Can't really combat that now effectively. So if you hover over when you're using it, you can see what effect it's going to have. But since we've been firing at it, we can't actually hack it, since it's a destroyed system. Because that would kind of be pointless. Right, so we get some more power on that. Well, we can't do anything with that. So we're going to switch to this back on again. Go down here. We're going to intervene to defend this outpost. Great, the cloaker, so we've got to wait for it to uncloak. But that's cool, that plays right into our hand. What we're going to do, it's going to do that. We're going to hack the weapons. We're going to take this slowly. There's no need to rush. You see, we get to see how the weapons are charging when we hack them, which is great. So we'll aim this at there and see how well it does. We didn't get many hits, but it's fine. Of course, this is now completely firing. So you have to do that, you have to untarget it. It's a bit of a pain. See, even when they're cloaked, we can still hack their systems. Now, if I had put this on the cloaking system, it would be brilliant. It means when they're in mid-cloak, I could just get them out. There's not much left to that ship. We can finish it off. Boom. Done. We need to get him over there to fix the oxygen systems. Now, it's going to take a lot of scrap to add more system power to our weapon control. We might be able to do it. It might just take us a bit of time. But we need our oxygen system done. Even though 3 of our crew don't need oxygen. Little Ken here, in the front of the ship, piloting away. He needs his oxygen. He loves his oxygen. It's a habit. He says he can kick it, but he can't. We're going to go down to this system. We're not going to do this quest. We've done that. We might get some scrap, but that'll be all. So, we're going to sit here. We've been playing for, a good time. We're going to leave it. We'll join again later. Join the crew of the nameless one. Captain Ken and Vincent, his first officer in the shield bay. And these other 2 guys running their systems. Tap an eye on those consoles. They'll be back. And we'll be back shortly. So, I will see you guys later.